Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
People from our community and across the world now are reacting to the chilling 911 call that was released on Friday, more than 2 years after 4 University of Idaho students were murdered in their home. Thanks for being with us here tonight. I'm Jordan Smith. 4 News Now is the first to break the release of this phone call on Friday. We now know it was one of the roommates who made the call at 11:55 a.m., nearly 8 hours after the murders took place. During the call, the surviving roommates, along with a friend, go to check on one of the victims who they thought was just unconscious. The families of Madison Mogan, Xander Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, and Kaylee Gonsalves were all notified that this call would be released to the public. Our Hunter Bertram sat down with Kaylee's family. He joined us tonight with the message of compassion that they're trying to share.
Jordan, the 911 call is very difficult to listen to, and for the families of the victims, it's another gut-wrenching reminder of the day they found out their kids were killed. Steve Gonsalves, Kaylee's dad, told me today that hearing this call forces him to relive the trauma of that unimaginable day. Steve also shared his disappointment with how the public has reacted to the call, saying that many are unfairly blaming the surviving roommates for how they handled the situation. He believes that people are creating a harmful narrative and are not focusing on what this call means for justice in this case.
Just don't attack these girls in our family's name. Don't attack them ever. That's just so low class. You know, there's all these families that are all victims to this thing, and there's only one person to blame.
As Steve says, people should focus on what this reveals for justice for his daughter and her friends, as it reveals critical information about what those surviving roommates saw in their house the night of the murders. We have the full audio on KXLY.com available for you to hear, and we'll share more of my conversation with Steve Gonsalves tonight at 11. Jordan.
Hunter, thank you for that. This afternoon, police officers evacuated a Walmart in Pend Oreille for a little less than an hour. It happened in Pend Oreille around 1 o'clock. According to the Pend Oreille Police Department, officers responded to a report of a man with a knife at the Walmart near US 95 and Kootenai Cutoff Road. They evacuated the store with the help of Walmart staff, and police able to de-escalate the scene, and the store reopened around 1:45. Well, it will be a mild start to your work week weather-wise here in the Inland Northwest. The wind's finally dying down a little bit today. We'll set things over to Jason Valentine to kind of get a better idea of what to expect out there.
Yeah, and they're going to continue to die down, and it's been kind of it warmed up 2 weeks ago, Jordan, and then it just hasn't. So yeah. I'm kind of waiting for it. I think a lot of other people are waiting. We're going to have to wait even longer. Good Sunday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend so far. Beautiful sunset here in the Spokane area, and we do expect to see very mild conditions, as Jordan said, to start our work week, our final few days of winter as we're careening towards spring coming up as we get to Thursday very early. Overnight tonight, very different from the past 2 overnight periods. We've had that rain-snow mix and even that snow that we had just 2 days ago for snow on Saturday morning. We do expect to see mostly clear skies overnight. We are going to be very chilly. We are going to be below that freezing mark. We actually haven't been below the freezing mark for the past 2 overnight periods. Then we're going to be seeing a little bit of sunshine, so pretty nice for your morning commute tomorrow. So kind of settling down, and winds, as I've said, we've seen gusts up to 31 miles per hour today. We expect them to settle down to 10 miles per hour tomorrow, though. We expected that today, but it's taking a little longer for the winds to slow down. Plenty of clear skies, or not clear skies, but clear from precipitation for the Spokane area and many of our other regions. We could see a little cell come through as we move along into the next couple of hours. But as we head into tomorrow, aside from the St. Mary's and Kellogg areas, we should be seeing dry conditions continue. All right, it's our spring countdown. St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. I know a lot of people have been celebrating it in downtown Spokane over the past 2 days, and well, that should continue into tomorrow. Spring 4 days away, right around 2 a.m. on early Thursday morning, and Mariners opener, it's their home opener in 11 days. So folks, I'm going to get you ready for those last few days of winter, and when rain snow mix is going to return, it's sooner than you may think. That's my full forecast coming up.
I think everything on that spring countdown has perked people's interest. Jason,
so.
Thanks for that. Well, the Gonzaga Bulldogs earned the number 8 seed in the Midwest region. They're playing 9-seeded Georgia for the first round of the NCAA tournament, Jack.
Georgia, quite the unusual opponent. Zags and Dogs meeting for the first time in 11 years. Sydney Berger live inside McCarthy Athletic Center after hearing some of the players on how they are mentally preparing for this first-round game.
Nothing easy. That's the motto for these Gonzaga Bulldogs in the month of March. They wear shirts with that quote across their chest, and it's surely the mindset that they're going to be having into this first-round game against the Georgia Bulldogs. These 8 and 9 seed matchups are tough ones because if Gonzaga does come out with the win, it's likely their second-round game is against 1-seeded Houston. They also know they can't get ahead of themselves and have to get in the winning mindset for their first-round game in Kansas. One thing's for sure, though, Nolan Hickman isn't a stranger to winning in Wichita.
Actually, I've won in Kansas. It was a long time ago. I ran track, so 8 years old, I won the Junior Olympics in that joint. So I don't mean to boast or nothing, but I was fast back in the day. I was fast. So 100 meter, 200, I won both. So I got 2 gold medals in it. So I still got records of it. You could go look up my name. I got the fastest 100 meter time at 8. So yeah.
Well, I'm sure 8-year-old track star Nolan Hickman would be proud of this version of himself, too. Hickman has played in every March Madness game in his Gonzaga career and was a vital piece this season in helping lead the Zags to a 26th straight tournament appearance. As far as this first-round matchup, though, it's going to be about which Bulldogs are bigger, faster, and more aggressive. The players also telling me today they want to see that same defensive performance they've been able to put up in those last few Quad 1 wins. For now, live in the kennel, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
All right, Sydney, thanks for that. And yeah, those Quad 1 wins, I mean, talk about that. They're ringing them off 4 in a row, I think Gonzaga's at right now. So a lot of good momentum heading into the tournaments.
Very, very impressive. We'll see how they can match up against Georgia. Continuing our team coverage coming up later in the cast later tonight. More at 7. Sydney will join me for a full analysis of which dog will have the edge.
Onishi, the first Crew 10 astronaut through the hatch.
Switching gears tonight, the SpaceX Crew 10 has successfully docked with the International Space Station. Look at this remarkable footage. All 4 astronauts welcomed on board, including Spokane's very own Anne McClain. The new crew will take over the duties on the space station, so NASA astronauts Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore can return home after nearly 10 months up in space. Around the nation today, the Trump administration said it has deported hundreds of migrants accused of being affiliated with a prominent Venezuelan gang. The deportations were under a sweeping wartime authority from 1798, the Alien Enemies Act, which gives the president power to deport undocumented immigrants with little to no due process. Today's announcement comes after a federal judge temporarily blocked the administration's ability to enforce the act on Saturday. The judge ordered any planes in the air carrying some of those migrants to turn back to the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying that El Salvador's president volunteered to imprison the alleged criminals. El Salvador's president says it has taken control of migrants and that the U.S. is paying the country $6 million to imprison the deportees for at least a year. And in an interview this morning, South Dakota Senator Mike Rounds supporting the Trump administration's decision, arguing that the U.S. should use, quote, whatever legal resources are necessary to deport people who are here illegally.
We want a country that does not have these individuals walking around our streets. We want our families safe.
Jasmine Crockett, a representative out of Texas, said that she worries resurrecting zombie laws like the Alien Enemies Act is a slippery slope towards government overreach.
Giving them this wide latitude to just kind of go across and just claim that anybody is anything is wrong. And so we do have courts, we do have processes, we do have laws, and we should just go ahead and use those.
The deadline for you to file your taxes is now less than a month away, if you can believe it. But the IRS may face some challenges this year. The agency, like so many other government departments, has faced upheaval since the Trump administration took over. Over the past 7 weeks, key top executives have left the IRS, and about 6,700 probationary employees lost their jobs last month. But despite this cut in the workforce, tax professionals say they're not seeing any problems with people filing their taxes or getting those refunds. But there does seem to be a slowdown with people who have amended their taxes in recent years and are trying to set up a payment plan. Well, still to come here after the break, we're talking traffic, lane closures that you need to know about, plus an opportunity to comment on our public safety here in Spokane on and off the road at an upcoming town hall. Plus, this week's Air 4 Adventure brings you a bird's eye view of some beautiful views in Post Falls. You won't want to miss it.
Looking forward to that, Jordan. And we come to the end of a pretty wet and windy weekend. How will our work week look as we head towards spring? 4 News Now returns right after this. Stick with us, everyone.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Sunday Night Sports on 4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Shop Consigned Furniture and Jewelry St. Patrick's Day Sale. Save up to 70% off retail on dining room furniture, bedroom furniture, and living room furniture. If you don't see the price you like, make us an offer. Inventory will go fast, so hurry into our St. Patrick's Day Sale.
It's here. It's now. The Grand National RV Show. R&R RV North Spokane is hosting the Grand National RV Show March 13th through the 22nd. Shop over 140 RVs inside the West Coast's largest indoor showroom. Motorhomes, camper vans, fifth wheels, and trailers. The time to buy is now. The Grand National RV Show, March 13th through 22nd, indoors at R&R RV North Spokane. Special show pricing and giveaways. Visit rnrrv.com for more info.
Hi, I'm Ken.
And I'm Donnie.
We lead the Advocates.
The Advocates fight for each of our injured clients. We take on big insurance and get big results.
We're both advocates, but we're very different from each other.
That's true.
I say potato, she says...
Potato.
Oh, I guess we're the same there.
Potato. Do people say that a different way?
Potato.
Who says it that way?
Never mind. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
The future's uncertain, but you're more likely to get a high-paying gig if you're armed with college or career training after high school. WA Grant makes that education affordable or even free. See if you qualify at wagrant.org.
4 News Now anchors, not just in the newsroom, but in the community, doing the work, listening to you, asking questions to help keep your family safe. We're the people you trust on your screens and in your neighborhood, and we'll always be there on 4 News Now.
Do you really think you can fix this? You should have just called Andy's.
I can fix it. It's just a little...
We're freezing. You should have called Andy's.
Yeah, they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Should have called Andy's.
Don't be like this guy. Call Andy's Heating and Cooling, so when the weather does this, your family does this. Go to andysheating.com for details on the 100% satisfaction guarantee. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Shop Consigned Furniture and Jewelry St. Patrick's Day Sale. Save up to 70% off retail on dining room furniture, bedroom furniture, and living room furniture. If you don't see the price you like, make us an offer. Inventory will go fast, so hurry into our St. Patrick's Day Sale.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com.
Welcome back, everybody. While we still have a couple of weeks left here in winter, there's some pretty amazing places you can go out and enjoy here in the great outdoors. You just saw a sneak peek of it, actually. Let's just jump right into the Air 4 Adventure here. We're going to Post Falls and checking out the community forest.
We love it. We come here probably like 2 or 3 times a week. A lot of different trails, so it's always a variety. They kind of all intertwine, so even if you get off your trail, you'll pretty much end up right back in the same spot. It's just really pretty if you can hike down right by the water. That's our favorite spot. That's usually we head straight down there and hike along the river. Still really pretty, even in the winter. The trails never really get too bad, so even when there's snow, plenty of room, and most of them are really easy, so she can come with us.
2 to 3 times a week. I mean, you see why based on those views there. It's incredible. I have not been out there myself.
I have not, but it looks beautiful.
Yeah, see, and that's the best part of these things is like it opens our eyes to the places here too that are in our own backyard. So maybe we'll see out there.
My favorite part of, is it Air 4 or 4 Air?
Air 4, oh, I don't know. I thought it was Air 4, right?
Let's just say Air 4 is the peppy music.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's always
good. It sets the vibe
of
the venue.
Our weather, though, has not been very peppy.
Could you see? Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see it pep up here, but not for the next week. Good Sunday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful day today. All right, we are settling down into, again, mid-40s, and we're going to be sticking mid to upper 40s for the next couple of days, if not for the next week ahead, as we are just not cooling, or we're not warming up, excuse me. So drier conditions after we get through tonight. Winds are going to remain breezy for the next couple of hours, and then they're going to die down overnight to around 10 miles per hour. So still a little bit of breeze, but not as bad as it has been. Mild start to our work week, and rain-snow mix is going to return very late on Wednesday into Thursday morning when we usher in lovely spring. So right now we are chilly, mid to lower 40s. 40 degrees right now in Pullman. Our lone 50, well, two 50s, Omak and our friends down in Tri-Cities, as we're trying to get out of this late winter chill that we have had for past 2 to 3 weeks. Hoping to see a little bit warmer temperatures on the way. So for our radar, we're kind of in the middle of a few systems going on to the north and to the south. We do expect to see maybe a cell or two to come through, but then dry conditions into our overnight period and into the next couple of days. Here's what I'm talking about. Here's a couple of cells possibly coming through. By the time we get to our Monday morning, tomorrow morning's commute, we should be dry. So pretty nice conditions to start your your last Monday of winter. Then as we head into Monday itself, maybe a little bit of shower activity breaking through, especially Kellogg, St. Mary's, and Pullman area. That's going to move along, and we're not going to see precipitation next until we get to the late part of Wednesday into Thursday. So it looks like a pretty nice Tuesday is ahead, though a minor cell or two could be breaking through, so keep an eye out for that. Again, winds have been kicking up, still 24-mile-per-hour gusts in the Spokane Valley area, 18 mile per hour right now in Spokane. These are going to continue to ebb as we head into our overnight period. So our temperatures, we're going to remain right around our average, which is around 49 to 50 degrees for this, to 48 for this time of year. So we're going to remain right around that, but still chilly, and overnight lows are going to be below that freezing mark for the next couple of overnight periods. And then I guess it makes sense as we get to spring on Thursday very early. We're going to be above that freezing level. So let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Again, mid to upper 40s for the next couple of days. And we do expect to see, again, showers returning Wednesday into Thursday, and very good chances of showers really through Saturday, if not through Sunday morning. So plenty of wetness is on the way, though we do get a break through Wednesday evening after we get through those few cells tonight. So we don't have that warm-up just yet. We are still looking pretty darn chilly for this time of year, but I do see maybe in 2 weeks we should see a bit of a spike. But folks, for your work week, tomorrow a nice commute and a very mild but dry day is ahead.
Yeah, keep those rain jackets handy. Jason,
yes.
Thanks for that. Well, just a reminder that a lane restriction on eastbound I-90 between Liberty Lake and Harvard Road interchange and the Idaho state line could slow your commute home tomorrow. WashDOT is reducing the lanes to install and test cameras starting at around 6 p.m. on Monday. This is expected to last until 1 a.m. on Tuesday, March 18th. Tomorrow night, Spokane City Council is hosting a town hall meeting to listen to the community's concerns about safety here in the city. This town hall meeting is happening instead of the regularly scheduled legislative session that's at 6 p.m. at the Northeast Community Center. During this meeting, community members have the opportunity to ask questions and share some comments with city council members about Spokane's public safety and traffic calming issues. You can sign up for public comment, make your voice heard, and you can do that on our website, kxoy.com. Gonzaga, as we've told you, is going dancing again. Hear more about their matchup with Georgia, how it looks on paper. That's coming up next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help.
Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a 24 Bronco Sport 4x4 Wild Edition for just $299 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
So what do you think about these?
We like this.
Yeah, we love that.
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
We're going to take everything down to the
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs.
Honey, you were right. Turned out.
Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower remodel.
Upset stomach? Iberogast. Indigestion? Iberogast. Bloating? Iberogast. Thanks to a unique combination of herbs, Iberogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature. Iberogast.
If you've been thinking about upgrading your home, now is the perfect time. It's Jacob with Renewal by Anderson, here to tell you about our 31-day BOGO sale. For March only, buy 1 window or door and get the second 40% off. Plus, get an additional $750 off your entire project. To make it even easier, we're offering flexible financing, 12 months, no payments, and no interest. Schedule your complimentary consultation and take advantage of these amazing savings.
The Working Families Tax Credit isn't just for families. Individuals and couples can apply too. See if you or your family are eligible for this tax refund at workingfamiliescredit.wad.gov/eligibility.
Not too typical of a March Madness this season for Gonzaga in a lot of ways, despite some things staying the same, like a WCC tournament victory last week. But now the Zags are earning just the 8th seed in the Midwest region. They're set to play the Georgia Bulldogs this Thursday at 1:35 p.m. Pacific time. Georgia ranking worse than Gonzaga on, well, a whole lot of measures. They've worse at shooting from every mark, worse at total rebounds, worse at assists, and they turn the ball over a lot more often. The net rankings also a wide margin. Zags are number 8 in the country, Bulldogs number 33. So the main reason it's an 8 versus 9 game, competition played. Georgia went 4-11 in quad 1 games, a lot against the dominant SEC this year. That's about the best 50 or so in the teams when I say quad 1. That's compared to Gonzaga's 5-5 record. Georgia went 16-1 in quad 2, 3, and 4 games. Gonzaga 20-3 in that same stretch. Both teams unbeaten in quads 3 and 4 opportunities. But Georgia's best win of the year you're seeing now against 1-seeded Florida. And they beat Kentucky by 13, a team that beat the Zags in Seattle back in December. So this is Georgia's first NCAA tournament appearance since 2015. Long break for them. Stark difference from this year, marking 27 total, 26 straight appearances for the Zags. Teams will play in Wichita, Kansas this Thursday. Tip-off time just got now set again at 1:35 p.m. Spokane Velocity kick off their season against the Knoxville FC. Spokane ended last season in the championship match against Union Omaha, but these two teams drew in both their last meetings a year ago. And well, now we're tied again. Every game was more goals after it started 0-0, then 1-1, and now 2-2 in this game after a stoppage time Knoxville goal right before the end of the match. Spokane Chiefs come off a roaring 5-1 win over the Tri-City Americans late last night with 5 different goal scorers. And tonight, well, they're trying to win their 4th game in the last 5 played with hosting the Everett Silvertips, who are an excellent team. Spokane, they're down 3-2 in the season series, losing the first 2, winning the next 2, and then dropping their latest meeting just 4 days ago. Game started about an hour ago. Score is now 1-1 in the second period. Continuing our hockey coverage, Seattle Kraken, a very tough test in the Winnipeg Jets. Their Canadian pals first in the Central Division by 9 points over the Dallas Stars. Kraken are currently 7th in the wild card race, and they're behind 11 points Vancouver in the last playoff spot. Puck drop in Seattle happened at 6. Score now, well, it's still nothing, 0-0. So a very busy Sunday. We have our countdown down now. 4 more days until Gonzaga plays Georgia, and they're slowly getting, hopefully, to San Antonio. That's where the Final Four is this year. A lot of good games there, but man, what a tough road they have ahead.
Yeah, it's going to be tough sledding for the Zags. Good news is for you fans at home, we've got a comprehensive breakdown coming up at 7 o'clock. Jack and Sydney coming back for a preview of what to expect here in the next week. That's coming up. And Jason's coming back with one final look at weather after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Sunday Night Sports on 4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino.
We all have a friend who loves the McDonald's hot, crispy Filet-O-Fish. My friend, you could be that friend.
Friends don't let friends miss buy one, add one for $1 on these classics.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Cut! I get it. Slow motion. Slow down geographic atrophy. But we don't need gimmicks. Stick to the facts. GA, the advanced form of dry AMD, can irreversibly damage your vision. But Syfovre is an FDA-approved eye injection that gives you the power to slow GA. Syfovre was proven to slow GA lesion growth over 2 years with increasing effect over time. It's the only treatment to slow GA in as few as 6 doses per year.
Don't take Syfovre if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye that may include pain and redness or are allergic to it. Syfovre can cause severe allergic reactions. Other serious side effects are eye infection and retinal detachments, severe inflammation of vessels in the retina, which may result in severe vision loss, wet AMD, eye inflammation, and an increase in eye pressure. Most common side effects are eye discomfort, wet AMD, small specks floating in vision, and blood in the white of the eye. Tell your doctor right away if you have any side effects.
Act on facts to slow GA. Ask your retina specialist about Syfovre. Nope, just the facts.
Hey, Donnie, can you give me one reason to call the advocates?
Sorry, Ken, I can't.
I can. I mean, who fights like we do? You can't give me one reason?
Nope.
How about that we take on big insurance bullies? We're not afraid of any case. We're passionate and smart. Really? You can't come up with one reason?
I can't come up with one, Ken. Because there are 500 million.
All the money we've recovered for our clients. Injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Hey, there he is. Let's do this.
Hey, you ready? Yeah.
You're up, guys. All right.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Yeah.
Come on.
Toyota. Let's go places.
All right, as we're heading into the evening hours, we are starting to dry out, though we still have quite a bit of haze out there. Could see a quick cell or two, but drier conditions are on the way. So for the start of your work week, a nice commute tomorrow morning, though we are going to be below the freezing level, so make sure to bundle up and bundle the kids up as they head off to school. We're going to be in those mid to upper 40s tomorrow. Similar conditions on Tuesday and Wednesday until we get to Wednesday evening when those showers return. But it's kind of chilly right now. You may as well stay in and watch something, right, in about half an hour.
Well said. You know what? And that brings us to our next point.
Yes.
We've got a great show here in a half hour. Jack and Sydney coming back on KXLY Plus at 7 o'clock, just 30 minutes away, hosting a selection show Sunday Cut-In to break down Gonzaga's seed, the matchup, and much more. You don't want to miss it. We're excited to see it.
So, a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks for being with us here. We'll see you tonight.
Have a great night.